I will paraphrase it. It is in the booklet on the page number 3 and number 4. Bob Collymore was brought up in Fabrice in Guyana. We call him as Bob. A lively and charming young boy, he often ran circles around his grandmother, who looked after him in his early years once his mother left to go to the United Kingdom to pursue work opportunities. Growing up amongst the fragrant flora of Guyana, Bob's deepest and earliest memory was a strict discipline his grandmother instilled in him. He watched as she invited other children, to share the food at home, often questioning why other children were eating family's food. Her answer, and indeed her philosophy, became his guiding principle to always ensure that everyone had a seat at the table, even if that means having half portions, so that there is enough for everyone. When the time came to join his mother in the United Kingdom, Bob left at the prospect of moving to a new country to explore the breadth of a new experience. He was initially unprepared for the reality of being one of the only black boys in his school, but quickly discovered that his quick wit, innate sense of mischief, and cheery humor gave him an edge. And someone who viewed the world through an inventive lens, Bob quickly discovered art as an outlet, and for most of his teenage years, he imagined an idyllic future where he could live off the creations. And when time came for university, he suffered his first significant setback. He was offered a place at the Warwick University, but had to turn it down because he was not eligible for funding. It was in that moment that he learned that he had to adapt if he wanted to create more opportunities for himself. While initially he thought this setback would mean that he could fully imagine a future of traveling and being an artist, that dream ended abruptly when his mother gave him an ultimatum at the age of 18. Get a job or find a new home. Not taking any chances, she secured an interview for him and made sure he showed up. And there began Bob's accidental journey into the world of telecoms. He set up his first job as British Telecom, or BT as we know. And his first job was a tedious one, stacking shelves, but he did it so well that he had no choice. So BT had no choice but to shelve his efforts and give him a new job. Bob went on to join Cellnet and later Dixon, and he was responsible for many opportunities to grow and build a network. But in '98, Bob joined Vodafone, where he worked in progressively senior roles to enhance the company's strategic direction and build new solutions around the mobile phones. Bob then went on to his first global posting in Japan, and later on to South Africa as the Vodafone Governance Director for Africa, and later as the Chief of Corporate Affairs, which exposed him on how technology could transform the lives and leave an impact. But perhaps it was Bob's work in Kenya that catalyzed his belief that purpose was a key driver for business. And without a sustainable vision, companies will not be able to attract the right people and make any profits. And these 3 Ps form the essential elements for any company, and were quickly adopted by Safaricom. In later years, Bob was acutely aware that he had started a race of life within set limits that he had no controls over. He spent the later years of his life trying to make sure other people never had the experience with the same limitations. By leveraging the power of partnerships, Bob motivated his peers to make a more active stand on building partnerships, building responsible businesses, and sustaining a global outlook and transform lives. And Bob really understood the business community was a key catalyst to fast-track inclusion, and the global goals, as we know them as Sustainable Development Goals, are the most effective lens that could enable businesses to see inequalities and business opportunities. Bob held significant global roles, both at the United Nations level, as an ambassador, as a leadership advisor, as a commissioner, and he was a member locally at the Vision 2030, a founding trustee of the National Road Safety Trust. He was a founder of the Kenya for Kenyans, and he was spearheading initiatives through the Diabetic Management Institute. He was decorated by His Excellency the President as a Moran of the Burning Spear for his efforts to support Kenyan society. And all through his career, Bob's affinity for the arts and music never left him. During his time in Safaricom, he founded the perfect medium, allowing him to explore how to create more opportunities. And he founded the Safaricom International Jazz in 2014 and would cherish the opportunity to host award-winning international acts alongside Kenyan jazz musicians to support the children of Ghetto Classics. And Ghetto Classic is a community-based program that aims to transform the lives of 4,000 children by using music, education to provide opportunities for themselves. So his unique outlook on life created the necessary ingredients for an extraordinary individual. And to the end, Bob was extraordinary. Bob passed away early Monday this week at his home in Nairobi from acute myeloid leukemia. Bob is survived by his extended family in Guyana, the United Kingdom, and here in Kenya. He leaves behind his wife, Wamboi, 4 children, his mother, his sister, a niece, and a nephew. Fare thee well, my friend. Go well, Bob. Thank you.